I mean, you guys are professionals. What's going on here? I think I'm about to get raped.
Patrick?
It's a good way to start a movie.
Good way to start one. Back in the good old days, when every movie used to start with a good old-fashioned on-rock pile gang rape.
Yeah.
So today we're talking about 1985's Nail Gun Massacre. Patrick?
Well, can you actually, kill anyone with a nail gun?
I think you did a pretty good job.
I mean, yeah.
Have you seen this movie?
No, so
All it takes is one to the cheek.
one to the cheek.
One nail to the cheek, and
A
you're
little rubber
done.
one.
I could not live without a small 2-inch hole in my cheek.
Hey, multiple will do you. Multiple nails will do you in. So Nathan,
Yeah.
tell us a
Listen
little
up,
bit about what we
girls.
got here.
Multiple nails will do you in.
It's a extremely low budget slasher film. Obviously there were scenes where it was like they rolled up into a market, like a corner store, and said, "Can we just film a scene real quick?
Yeah.
Granny, will you be in our movie?"
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's almost like
A lot of
hey,
it's-
all friends and family that we can annoy until the point that they say yes for a few minutes. you
Hey,
know?
Grandma, can you look into the camera real quick?
Yeah.
Unlike in what was it, Redneck Zombies, this movie has literal hillbillies in it, real rednecks. There are a few real rednecks, which I always
wasn't in that movie.
appreciate.
Yeah.
Come on.
You know what this one reminded me most of before we start diving into it?
What's that?
No, better Patrick. I know you weren't here for it, but there's a little movie called The Mutilator, and this one kind of makes me think of that one.
Really?
It does, with the feel of it, the tone.
Maybe I need to see Mutilator again, because I think Mutilator is much better.
Oh, it's
than
way
this movie.
better.
Yeah.
It just has the same feeling to me, I guess.
Right.
I don't know if that makes sense or not.
Yeah. No, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so basically with Nail Gun Massacre, we start off with a woman. She is being held down against her will at a construction site where a bunch of men begin to have their way with her.
But like, yeehaw, yeah, get it. Get
Glad
it
to be
there,
talking
Larry.
about this right now.
It
Hell
looks
yeah.
way more fun for them for some reason. I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah.
Because of the wetness. The wetness does it.
They were on rocks. This wasn't in a pool.
I mean, the rocks are uncomfortable, but the wetness.
Patrick.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
then we kind of fast forward a little bit. We meet a family living in the woods, a little baby being hauled around by her arm and lifted up and swung and all this good stuff.
The baby lived in the box.
That was a very accurate depiction of some rednecks.
Let me break your arm real quick.
So it's like a mom, dad, and a little baby. And, we're introduced to our killer here, dressed in camouflage, a motorcycle helmet on, carrying a nail gun, obviously.
Like gas-powered nail gun.
Yeah, gas-powered nail gun.
We'll get back to that suit, because I agree with you. But go ahead.
Yeah.
But yeah, and we get our first little kill there, right? The killer kills the dad.
Yeah, he's in there. He just gets out of the shower, and he's like, "Where's my shirt? You didn't leave my shirt out, you bitch.
Buddy, my dick's out. Fuck you.
Do your womanly duties."
Suck my dick.
And killer just, walks in and shoots him with the nail gun.
Doesn't kill him. Doesn't kill him.
Nothing ever doesn't kill him?
I don't think he's dead. I don't think anyone in this movie is dead at all.
Ooh, we'll have to get back on that.
But
They probably
Continue,
shouldn't. Yeah, they
Patrick,
shouldn't
you are
be.
spunky.
They shouldn't be dead,
I have less
probably.
hair.
Yeah, it definitely. The kills in this movie are very. It looks like getting shot with that gun would really piss me off, and then I would just knock you over. But everybody immediately goes down.
Oh yeah. So you said would piss you off. I think it's fair to say this is a good point to bring up the fact that our killer, our nail gun massacre, is also a pro in one-liners. They're
Yeah.
absolutely great at knocking a person down with simply the use of some words.
It's got the kind of voice.
And whenever, like, say you got an example of someone getting nailed to a tree, like, hang in there. You know? Hey, remember, too, by the way, that this after I watched this one, I told you guys, I was like, this is sort of my way of making up for Robo War.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I mean, it looks similar to the robot thing in Robo War. Yeah.
I'm making up for
It also has camouflage.
Pop that collar, son.
The killer's in a camo, jumpsuit, and a couple times in the movie, literally just stands in plain sight, and people just walk right by him.
Oh yeah.
Broad daylight.
Yeah. For all we could say about the plot, let's go ahead and so we got the killer we've been introduced to now. We've got a doctor and a sheriff, and they're finding these bodies are showing up dead, all over this small town, all over Mayberry, Don Knotts is running around with his little head cut off, trying to figure everything out. Poor guy. And
The car's been here for 48 hours.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out who this killer is. Who's killing these good old construction boys, Shit, I lost point of what I was going to say there for just a second, though. I'll find it again. You go ahead.
Well, yeah, you've got they start to know the cop and this doctor. It's like this is one of those where you can see where the budget, the lack of a budget is, because it's literally just the cop is a guy in his car and he's got a badge. The doctor is just a guy.
I think.
Yeah, he's just another guy. There's not like a police force. There's not like an office. There's just these two guys just running around solving the crime. And they figure out that they all happen to be happening on this one farm where that first killing happened. It's all in that area. And then they figure out that, yes, it's these construction workers that work at this one company. Mm-hmm. Is kind of where it's going.
I think it's also fair to mention the fact that this is basically, this is like a midnight Cinemax program, with some killings put into it.
Yeah,
It's half porn. It's half softcore pornographic. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. But it was so uncomfortable, and yeah, it's Cinemax-esque.
I was just saying, there's some very long and awkward make-out sex scenes.
Yeah, the best one is definitely so we have these bikers show up in town, mm-hmm. and they go to the lumber mill, and they're like, "We're looking for some work. We need some work. Can you help us out?" And the guy at the lumber mill is like, "No, these people, this people at this house, they're looking for help. Maybe you can go and help them." They just go out there to the house. They have a picnic. They start eating crackers, and then they start making out. These bikers just at this person's in their property,
just on their property.
And two of them wander off in the woods because they wanna go even deeper, and it's just the woman's up against a tree, and we got the camera right behind the dude, and it's just his ass and hips just up thrusting.
That is the best scene in the movie.
Up thrusting nonstop, just straight pumping.
It's straight up white tan line ass.
Oh, it's
just
amazing.
Going to town.
It's really funny.
Against a tree with a woman that is not interested.
And they're both sort of half licking
they're
kind of half licking each other.
She was totally invested in that.
We saw 2 seconds of nipple. No. That's not how those. No, it's not how those scenes.
You mean that it's showing too much of the guy in this scene?
No, I love that it showed a lot. Of him.
Yeah, okay.
There was also the scene where the guy had his dick in his hand and pissed on the killer's boots. Mm-hmm. I thought that was awesome.
That was awesome. They're walking through the wood. My favorite line, one of my favorite lines that we've came across lately, is in this movie. So a couple of guys are going out to the woods to chop some wood. They get out of a truck. One of the guys looks at him. He's like, Man, you're so dumb. No wonder no one will come chop wood with you.
Yeah.
And then they walk into the woods, and he's like, "Oh wait, here's a tree."
Yeah, there's a tree.
The dialogue in
there's
this one
tree.
is absolutely. I feel like it's one of the reasons why you should watch this one. Is just the stupid dialogue.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's great. It's awesome.
When you can hear it, yes, it's fantastic. The killings and stuff. I mean, they're silly and charming, and they are what they are.
If I shoot you in the shoulder with a nail gun, you'll die.
Mm-hmm.
That's how
Naturally. Patrick, what was your favorite part of the movie?
The part where I have a better job and I'm not me.
Which role would that be?
I'm not Patrick.
Oh shit.
Huh.
Guys, at this point, we've watched so many slasher movies that I do kind of feel like after a while, it's sort of the same tropes.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I feel like I'm letting you down. I feel like at this point, it's kind of fair to say that a lot of these slasher movies, they kind of run together. But I had watched this one a while back, and I had I had a good time with it. I think it's funny. As far as on those like comedic level slasher movies, it is pretty up there for me.
Oh yeah, it's awesome.
The music in this movie sucks. It's terrible.
Absolutely.
It's really annoying.
Repetitive and as digital as
Too loud. It's like everybody wants to kind of do the. It seems like everybody in the '80s wanted to do the John Carpenter thing, and it just blares the worst synthesizer over and over and over again.
That highway scene was honestly horrible.
Yeah, the sound in this one in general
Sitting
is
next to that
rough.
TV, just like hearing that highway noise was murder on my ears.
Basically, what we're talking about is there's plenty of times in the movie where there's a scene going on and you really can't hardly hear the dialogue at all, but the background noise is just super overpowering. And I mean, it's just signs of a low budget movie, though. I mean, that's just we've seen it a million times. Maybe not quite as bad as this one, but yeah, I mean, I still think as far as
That's literally my stomach gurgling right now.
Dude, do you need to go?
No, I'm good. Let's keep going.
Okay.
I can open my mouth and sit right onto you. It won't be bad.
Well, Patrick, it looks like you've changed quite a bit since last time you were here.
I mean, I used to be a savvy tech guy with a cell phone and all this stuff, but look at me now.
Life got
COVID happened and
right.
everything fell apart. So look at me now.
Well,
look
we're
at
glad
me
to
now.
have you here. Yeah. Why don't you tell us about the end of that movie?
I'm still not really sure what happened.
It was the end of this movie. Now there are a couple points I'd like to make. I think
wasn't trying to
the
skip
nail.
ahead. I'm
No.
sorry.
I'm gonna go right into it. But I wanted the nail gun aspect. Okay, they thought of a good way to have easy, cheap kills because you've just got this person holding a nail gun. Nothing ever actually flies out of it. They'll just have it point at it. They'll play the sound effect of the shooting, and then they'll cut to the person just laying there with, little rubber bullets in them and blood everywhere. So, I mean, they're not the most entertaining kills ever, but it's a clever use of, okay, we have a limited budget. We can't do a bunch of like high-tech practical effects, gore and stuff. So
Sure.
we'll just have blood dripping out of people. But it seemed like the end of this movie, basically they figure out that it's, the cop and the doctor figure out that, well, it's got to be this girl that was raped. And we also have seen that it's clearly a woman that's in this suit. It's clear it's clearly a woman in the suit, but
Yes.
they get there and then the woman's there and they're like, oh no, it's my brother. And they're chasing this person, clearly still a woman in the suit. And it was like they just said, okay, we need an ending. So they're just chasing the killer. There's a car chase. The killer drives to this construction site, climbs up on this thing, and then just sort of falls off of it. And then once they get there, they take out the helmet, and it's the brother.
Yeah.
But it was clear they were trying to do a little misdirect to have you thinking and go, what? No, it was the brother.
Oh my god!
No way.
On $100 budget, I could not figure things out.
Is that Bubba?
Oh yeah, it was Bubba, wasn't it? Bubba. Bubba.
No, you're right. It does. It just feels it's extremely unclimactic, really. You know, yeah. The most exciting part was whenever they were like, wee, like driving
Yeah,
over the
but
rock.
it just sort of goes. Yeah, it goes up this rock pile, and then because the killer drives a hearse,
Yeah.
and the hearse just sort of goes whoa, thump, and it's just sitting, kind of halfway slid down this fucking hill. Mm-hmm. And then the little foot chase, and
Yeah, that's pretty terrible. But my favorite part was the guy pissing on the boots of the killer.
Of the killer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm pissed off.
yeah,
It's so horrible. And also, I like the jean jacket and
yeah.
pop collar.
the doctor had a nice jean jacket.
You know,
Means he cares, but like not that much. You know?
and then he takes it off and gets a tank top, and yeah.
That's your hero.
No, he's not. I'm saying he sucks. He's not a good character, but
You seem smitten by him.
Yeah, you kind of.
I mean, I
into
kind
it.
of like watching the movie. I was like, I mean, I got it, so why not flaunt it?
Is that how you felt?
I mean, I was
Nail
bought
Gun
this
Massacre
collar.
made you feel like you were part of something.
well, I'm here now, so I don't know.
That's true. That is true.
I feel like this movie actually kind of reminded me more of Night Beast.
Yeah, it's
Little
certainly
bit.
the same level of
Kind of
goofiness,
feeling of
yeah.
goofy. Just didn't go quite as far as Night Beast did with the insanity.
Mm-hmm.
But it did have the same kind of awkward sex scenes.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh God!
Night Beast
Have we
has the
touched
best
on that?
one, but
Mhm.
we did, and there is, of course, there was another one on a car that was
Yeah.
really
Oh.
bad.
Why don't we go on the hood where we can really fly?
Why would you do
Yeah.
that?
On
Them
the hood of the
trying to-
car?
I mean, if someone's offering, yeah, sure, but you know, like,
The girl
if
had
someone's
she
not
had some-
offering, then why would you be in the situation to begin with?
did you notice the hood is off on that car? They had all the room.
Mm-hmm.
They had no room inside that car. It was the most awkward fucking.
Yeah, it looked very
it
uncomfortable.
was, but I was.
Next thing you know, she would have landed on the gear shifter, and he would have become jealous.
I was 16 once, so you know.
I will say, yeah, there was some nice. We'll give credit where it's due. Nice tits in this scene.
That's why
Very nice.
They lingered so long.
Yeah.
because it was like fake boobs, and that cost you.
No, I think those are
those
real.
are real.
Yeah, those are
first
real.
ones were fake.
Yeah, the first ones. Yeah, you're right.
And
The
that
first ones
cost
were
me
fake.
About $4 or $5 grand. I know from experience.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's a fun, stupid movie. I think it gets too slow at times.
It does, especially
Hey,
for a short
Patrick,
run time.
Good job.
When you've got the whole, like, the doctor talking on the phone to another doctor, the whole completely pointless scene. There was no use, no reason for that to be in the movie.
I'd say personally, it probably took about 4 or 5 days. I'd say.
To film the movie.
Say it probably, yeah. They probably sat around for about 4 or 5 days.
So why are we doing this instead of that?
Just make a movie. Need some tits and a nail gun.
I was going on the whole
I know
thing.
some strippers.
There's anytime someone dies in this movie, or anytime there's like a car found, it's like, yeah, it's probably been sitting here for
Oh,
about
right. Yeah.
45
3 hours.
days, you know?
Yeah. Everybody knows.
Everyone in town is well versed in the ways of.
They know either how long a body's been sitting, been dead, or they know how long a car's been sitting abandoned.
This
Everybody
window's
knows.
Been rolled down for 2 hours.
Looks like it's been here at least 2 days. Talking about a truck. Like, how the fuck do you know this
How
truck's...
do you know? All right, Patrick. We work on a 5-bucket scale here. I don't know if you remember that or
5 being good.
I mean, I was in one of these and I did very badly.
not. Oh, that's right. No.
I will give it. Honestly, I enjoyed it. And it was fun. So I'll give it a 2, I guess.
That's a pretty low score.
Shit.
Shit.
Yeah,
That's all right,
5
though.
being high,
Yeah.
1 being low.
If you feel it.
I mean,
too.
yeah, we're not
don't-
arguing with you,
Don't
but you.
pressure me, bro.
No, we're not
Don't
arguing.
pressure
You
me.
just said it was pretty good and then said 2, so we just wanted to be
I
sure
mean, it's good.
Hey.
I watched a lot of this stuff before you guys started.
you understood our very
Yeah.
complicated
See,
scoring
a one-
system.
I
A
watched-
1 for us is like, is still good.
We watched the entire Tremors, like sequology.
He's
whatever
done his
it's called.
time.
Yeah. Yeah, he's told me.
If you've seen Tremors 6, God, you kind of want to kill yourself.
So, where would you put Tremors 6 versus this movie? If you're giving this a 2. So you're giving this a 2 and then you,
Two made me honestly want to shoot myself in the face.
yeah.
So I mean, on your scale, it's smaller. I mean, 1 to 5, not 1 to 10.
Yeah.
So I mean, I had fun. So maybe a 3. I'll give it a 3.
You'll give it a 3.
Give
Kind of
this
right
movie a
down
3.
the middle.
Yeah.
Right down the middle.
It didn't make me want to shoot myself.
That's good.
That's always a
day
good
that,
thing.
Yeah, any day that we get to experience a moment where we don't want to kill ourselves is a fantastic day.
Or is it?
I'm going to go on this one with... I got to say, I'm not going to be prideful here. I liked it a tremendous amount more the first time I watched it. Because I really did not have any clue what I was getting into, and I thought it was a tremendous amount of fun. And I still do think... well, actually, I was kind of begging the difference. You guys just watched it for the first time. You're like, 2.
3.
But I was going to say maybe I think for your first viewing, it might be a little bit better. Anyway, I still thoroughly enjoy it. I do think it was silly. It's right up my alley. I'm going to go with I'll go with a 3.5 on this one. Yeah. I'm glad I have it. I'd watch it again. I think, there's boobs. There's a little bit of blood.
Yeah.
New Patrick says 3. These motherfuckers say 3.5, and then they praise
Well,
the
Nathan
boob.
I
hasn't
haven't
gone
said.
yet.
I'm gonna go. I'm
Patrick,
giving
you
a.
gotta step back.
I'm giving this a 4 actually. Yeah.
Daggone.
I think it's a fun slasher movie. It's got stupid dialogue. It's got everything's stupid. So, but in an entertaining way. So there you go.
Yeah.
The only thing I absolutely did not like, as I mentioned, was the music. It was pretty irritating, but it's not.
I actually
It's still
did
worth
not have an
watching.
issue with the music. I noticed some points where it was stock music, but for what it wasn't that bad.
You would get down to that? Would you fuck a girl against a tree to that? Or on top of a firebird or
Yes,
whatever that
and
was.
yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's stupid, but yes. I mean, why not?
Man has a point.
Does have a point.
He's got a good point. You are a
There we
lot
go.
better than normal, Patrick.
I don't believe that at all.
Wait, that's not normal, Patrick.
Huh?